Stephen, welcome to Flyers TV, sponsored by the Bay Hotel. How are you and the guys preparing for this weekend's games, starting with Dundee here tomorrow night?
I think, especially after that, I think we know what to expect for Dundee for now. They're a really hard-working team. They've been struggling, but you can see they're just starting to get all their players back, and they're really working hard. So I think we know what we've got to do. I think after last weekend, I think everybody's been really disappointed in the change room and stuff. It's not really been a good mood in the change room. So I think everybody's ready for this weekend to try and beat Dundee on the Saturday and then go down to Hull, which is a really big game, to try and get 6th place and hopefully take points off that as well and get a full point weekend. So.
Training this week, a bit of extra work for some of the guys in the mornings. Have you been part of that?
No, I've been working. I work every day, so unfortunately, well, I didn't miss the gym actually, so fortunately I'm working at the gym, so it's good though.
We'll maybe talk a bit later on about how you balance work and playing for the Flyers, but you mentioned there away to Hull on Sunday, the team have had some really great results down there, some disappointing ones here in Kirkcaldy, but already this season some wins down there. What do you need to do to keep that momentum going and get the wins on the road?
I think when you're playing away, I think you just got to do simple things away from home, get pucks deep. I think we've got to limit our turnovers and our mistakes. I think we've been making a few mistakes defensively, forwards defensively and under defence. We're making too many mistakes during games, so I think if we cut that out, I think we've got a good chance of winning most of the games. And
you said earlier about getting 6th place. Is there a belief in the room that the Flyers can still make the playoffs?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely think we will make the playoffs. I think we've got too much talent in this room not to make the playoffs. It just depends. Well, hopefully it just depends if it's 8th, 7th or 6th. But I think definitely we should be playing to get 6th. I think we'll be happy with anything less than 6. So.
You talked about the talent in the dressing room, and we've touched on Flyers TV before about the coaches and their ability. How important are the fans though, Stephen, to the guys in terms of being that extra player sometimes?
I think definitely at home. I think Fife fans, when you're winning and when they're on your back, are the best fans in the league. I think the players definitely feed off that. If you get an early goal, they get right behind you, and then I think when we've been scoring the first goal, we've just keep going on and on. We seem to wipe teams out, but it's when we go behind and sometimes we struggle to get back into games, but hopefully we'll put that right.
Well, the coaching and the hard work and the fans, what else do you think, from your perspective, brings the winning mentality to your team?
I think a lot of players that have been there and won stuff before kind of bring that on to other players. I think the run we went on last year at the end of the season, when nobody thought it was possible to do what we done last year, I think definitely it's basically the same team apart from 2 new players, so I think everybody's got that belief. I think we've been too hot and cold this year so far, but I think it's definitely always a belief. We always believe in what we can do, and I think we've showed that some games, and then some games we've just been off a wee bit. So just trying to get consistency week in, week out has been the problem.
A couple of questions now from Flyers fans. We invited them to tweet questions to me, and the ones that have come up for you this week. Firstly, Stephen, how do you balance your full-time job with the council with your commitment to Flyers?
I don't know, I'm just used to doing it now, so I don't know, I just get used to it. Late nights, early mornings, I don't know, you just get used to it.
Have you ever thought, as a young British hockey player, and a talented player if I may say, about going full-time as a hockey professional?
I don't know if I'm so young anymore at 29, but I think definitely there's enough money to be made, like for the British players, for me to give up my job, and then when you stop playing hockey then you need to find another job. I think you've got to stay in your job. My job's for life, hockey's only for how many years I play for, obviously, so I think definitely I'm happy working and doing this on the side, and definitely happy that way.
Given the number of imports there are in the Elite League now, Stephen, and we're going to see a growth in that, I think, again next season and the season beyond, how do you think that affects the opportunities for British players to make it in the game?
I definitely think it's a step in the wrong direction. I think 11 imports, even 11 imports, there's a lot. It's hard for young guys to come through. You see that at every club, but I definitely think imports should be dropping to, I don't know, 9, 8 would probably be ideal, I would say. I think the fact that it's going up, I think it's just to help the big teams, or I think it's definitely taken away from our young players trying to get through. It's making it virtually impossible to bring a lot of players through. It's quite sad, I think.
Final question from the Flyers fans. One of the Flyers fans this week is that a lot of the British guys, when they finish, tend to maybe drop back into the Kestrels or get into coaching What do you see after life as a Flyers player in hockey? Do you think you get any ambitions in terms of coaching or stepping back into the Kestrels?
I've never really thought about it. It's definitely, I've never seen myself as a coach. I think once I stop playing for the Flyers, I don't know, it just depends. I don't know if I'll miss it or I'll go back. I know a lot of people in the Kestrels, so I might miss it. I've done it for a lot of years, so you never know how much you'll miss it. But once I stop playing for the Flyers, I'm intending on stopping. But so many players say that, and then a couple of years later they come back, and so I don't know. I'll never know how I feel till I stop, I suppose.
Stephen, thanks very much. Thanks for joining Flyers TV, sponsored by the Bay Hotel. Good luck to you and the rest of the guys at the weekend.
Perfect, thank you.